with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
319! Monday. Half 10. Hey, home. Gun.
To the air, Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down.
You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Alert! Round 80!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen going to change the look here.
56. What's that?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Bills had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup. brings up second and
Middle.
goal.
What's that?
Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. He'll try to pick it up himself. Touchdown, Bills. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Trucks over him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Looking to put a drive together.
Here goes side. Side.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 1 yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Here goes side.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
First down, Miami.
Right side.
Here's Darnold. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Jamel Dean.
Red 80. Red 80. Side.
Again, Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and 1 yard. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
56.
Throwing now is Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Gain of 18.
52.
First down.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. And I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throw caught by Achane. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Now Allen again. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Allen going to run with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Cook. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
In motion, the tight end. Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Darnold now to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours.
Here's a diving catch right side. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Bills 28, Dolphins nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Middle.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Regular. Alert! Look out!
Here's Allen to throw it. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
5-5,
34-yard line.
Look out!
From the gun, it's Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off of play action, Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. A good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They complete it to Hill. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 30-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We're outside. No 80. No red 80. Outside.
To the air again, Darnold. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal.
Outside. On there. Outside.
Here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
Achane. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Achane once more. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Ready.
They'll go. Achane. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 60. And the Dolphins take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Dolphins 7.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. to the air. Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Dolphins 7. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to the 32. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Come on, set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Third and 4. Now a toss right side. H.M. with it. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
43. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 5. First down, Dolphins.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Green Jack. Ready.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Here we go. Field flat. Hut.
They'll look to throw again. It's Hill, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Slot man moves right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. H.M. gets it from the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Shot, 17. Blaster, 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Set.
2nd and 3. Now a run here off the RP. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And the slot man goes in motion left. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing now is Allen. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
33, yellow.
They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Needle blue. Green Jack. Ready.
Back to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Real green. Set.
They'll look to throw here. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
45, White, hut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Alert! What's that?
So Allen's going to look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Complete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
This one thrown underneath to Achane. Now 2nd and 3.
Blaster, 6.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
Faster.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
White. Claude red. Hut.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Back to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Here we go. Set.
Are lining up for a
Black.
two-point
95.
conversion.
Slide blue. Set.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Bills are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win.